Hey kids, it's time for me to do a review of this Zoom Q2n camera. I've had for a couple of months now. I've had it for enough time to use it, experiment with it, find out the ins and outs of it. Camera itself is only $150. It's completely useless if you don't buy the accessory pack with it. The accessory pack comes with this little camera bag. It's a nice little camera bag, but it is kind of goofy because the label on it is low pro, kind of a rip off there. It does come with a little bag to put the camera in, a little cloth bag, and a lens cleaning cloth. But the most important thing about it is this piece right here. This is a lens hood, and without this lens hood, this camera is worthless. It will always reflect lights off the lens and put a lens flare on your video, an orange one, a yellow one, somewhere where you don't want it. If you want a lens flare, you've got software you can put in a lens flare. You don't want the damn camera making lens flares. So without this, the camera's worthless. The only way you can get this is to buy the $50 accessory kit. It does come with this little cute, short, flexible mini tripod, which I dearly love. It works great. But when you get the accessory kit, this lens shade, I keep forgetting what to call it, lens hood is supposed to be a press fit on the front of the camera. Don't trust it. It won't stay on. The little flange and the little ring and everything that's supposed to press fit is tiny, tiny, and any little bump or anything, you drop this. You drop this, it lands on the floor, you've lost it. You can't buy this part separately. You have to buy the $50 accessory kit. So what I did when I found out the camera was worthless without it, was always going to have it, I super glued the damn thing. Now I can bump it around, it doesn't fall off. Another thing about this camera is it's supposed to run off of 2 AA batteries. Don't do that. Don't do that. A brand new pair of AA energizers will only last an hour and 18 minutes before they go from completely fully charged to completely dead, and the camera will be warm to the touch from the rapid discharge of the batteries. So whoever designed that, put it in instructions and stuff, obviously did not test this camera in a live situation where you've got a memory card that'll hold 3 or 4 hours worth of live recording, and you're burning up a set of batteries every hour and 18 minutes, and the damn camera feels like it's burning up. That is no bueno. The solution for that, go get a cell phone battery pack. You've seen them everywhere. Don't get the cheap one off the counter at the 7-Eleven. Go ahead and go to Best Buy or order one, a name brand, get a good one. You charge it up with a USB cable to your computer, and then you connect it to the camera with USB to the little mini USB that goes in the camera, and the camera runs fine. I've run it for 4 hours. I've run it till I've filled up an entire 64 gig memory card and never had a problem. Never even used half the power in the battery pack. The camera doesn't get hot. It works fine. With that, I haven't put batteries in it since about the 3rd set of batteries that I run through it. Everything I run it is off of this battery pack or off USB cable to my computer, because it's also a webcam. You can use it for that. And when you hook it to your computer, it's got a function, to download anything you recorded into your computer so that you can process it. The lighting controls are a little bit confusing, because you would think the way they say it's lighting for garage or lighting for jazz club, and you would think that for a jazz club, the jazz club would be dark, so they would open up the aperture and get more light in. Actually, it does the opposite. It's actually an effect, giving you an effect of jazz club. So if you set it for jazz club, you can put it in a light situation but get a really dark video, because it actually darkens it instead of what you would expect to be the exact opposite, like you were using it in a jazz club. That's not how that works. The volume settings are similar, but they work the way you would think they would work. Where concert turns the input down lowest so that you don't max out the meters and get all grainy, crackly sound. And for it's got different settings for like personal and acoustic and whatnot. Those work fairly well, except for when you do get to live music situations, whether it's rock and roll or whether it's a lounge act. Even the setting that sets the mic input at the lowest is gonna be too much. there is a setting where it's not automatic and it just says off, and you have a volume or input volume wheel on the side. You really have to do a sound check and set that so that the loudest volumes you're going to be getting do not max out the meters. It does have good view meters, and so if you can get a sound check of whatever you're going to be recording, or just any part of it where you can get it to so that you can get the setting on the sounds and so that your meters are never maxing, you're fine. But I found that there's none of the automatic settings that are really suitable for anything with live drums, live bass, this kind of stuff. Overall, for what has to be a $200 package, don't get fooled by just buy the $150 camera. It's worthless without the lens hood. But buying the $200 package and then going and spending $20, $25 and getting a good cell phone battery pack and cable to use it with, I'm really, really pleased. Very, very pleased. I've gotten some excellent videos, some excellent audio, but you do have to learn the tricks. And the biggest trick of all, no AA batteries. Battery pack, that's the only way to go. Anyway, honest review, after having a couple months and trying it really hard, I like the Q2n. Good camera for a good price. I don't think I'd be strapping it to my bike helmet and going out and dirt biking or something. It's not that kind of a rugged camera. It's not really an action camera. It's more of a put it on a tripod. Oh, and I have done some stuff where it's on a tripod and then I had to go live and run around and follow a singer or something. And with a on a big tripod with the weight of the tripod to help stabilize it, it took pretty good stable pictures where I could just, stay 2 or 3 feet right in front of a singer that was out on the dance floor and keep backing up away from her as she approached me, and got some really good close-up live action facial shots with it. And I think because of I'm fairly steady and the fact that the weight of the tripod helped me steady it, I didn't even have to stabilize the video before I could use it and produce it. So anyway, overall, I give this thing a thumbs up. Good camera for a good price. You just got to learn the ins and outs of it. So watch the lighting inputs, how you set those. Particularly watch the mic inputs. But for good quality audio, good quality video, $200 for total package. Yeah, I give it a thumbs up. Good on you, Q. Thanks for watching.